Welcome to the Integration Station. I'm Ashley Michaud, your coach. It's all happening. Hello and welcome, you beautiful souls. I've got a wonderful friend and guest here today, Lorna. We met at the Community Innovation Lab. I was hired to do some coaching over there, and I was honored and blown away and blessed with the opportunity to connect with so many female founders, Lorna being one of them. And I know many of you tuning in to these podcasts are inspired to start your own businesses. Some of you may already have done that, and congratulations to you. Regardless whether you're just starting out or already established, Lorna's here to consulting on how to, present yourself through just the way that you look, the clothing choices that you choose, the way you're doing your makeup, and etiquette too. So you can really do some of those bigger goals, being on podcasts like this, hosting events, or being hired as a speaker for different events. Tons of different opportunities that show up. And I know Tony Robbins talks a lot about this too. It's like the way that you dress is the way that people are going to interpret you. And, it changed, somebody who's like poor can still dress nice and dress the part and get hired for a job that somebody who may be more qualified but dresses down. Like today I dressed up nice for Lorna because we're doing this, but normally I'm so about rewilding and just, barefooting it and, no makeup. I don't even care if my hair is done most of the time. So I just thought that, bringing in somebody to add in these areas that aren't my genius, bringing in somebody who, loves this space and has a lot to offer here. And so I think that she's going to bring a lot to you guys too. All right. Without further ado, here's Lorna.
Well, good morning, you lovely people, and thank you so much to Ashley. It was so great seeing you, so great hearing from you after such a long time. So I thank you so much. My name is Lorna. I'm the owner and operator of Lorna Inspires Image and Etiquette. And what this does, because it encourages us to present ourselves in a more professional, acceptable way, because society tends to treat us the way we behave. Uh, our communication skills, it opens doors for us. Our appearance is 90% of what we communicate. People see you first, and in the first 7 seconds of meeting someone, your impression is taken right away. It's like you were taking a snapshot of yourself. And as soon as you present yourself, you open the door, people see you right away. They have you down to say who you are. So I'm here today to just encourage us to make sure we are presenting ourselves in the way that people will accept us and not judge us for or marking us down, because when we present ourselves in such a way, we're getting promoted, we're getting more money, we're getting more respect. For me, I wasn't like that at one time. I remember back in 2002, I had gone to um, a dinner party. I was in Avon. I was selling Avon products at the time, and I'd achieved the status of President's Club member. And as such, you would have to have your sales of a certain amount, and then you're elevated to this position. We had gone to this dinner, and I didn't know how, even though I may have a nice dress and people would compliment that I like your dress, you look good, but there was still something missing. When we got to that place, everyone was just mingling, talking and meeting each other. And one of the ladies arrived, and she was wearing a red dress. Her hair was well done, her makeup was intact, her dress was glittery. Everyone was calling her name, Andrea, Andrea. She was the center of
You
attraction.
still remember.
Yeah, she was the center of attraction. I was wondering what's going on here. I felt badly, not badly to say I wasn't in presenting myself well. I wore what I had. I was wearing a cream wool suit. Maybe it wasn't wool season yet, but it was my best dress and I wore it. So that night, it spoke volume to me. And I knew there was something missing. What was I lacking? What was it Andrea had that I didn't? So from that time, I knew I wanted to learn more. And for the etiquette, at the age of 13, I was in elementary school. I was in Girl Guide, and a friend introduced me to some articles that were in the local paper. I'm a Jamaican, in the local paper on modern etiquette, how you as children, how we respect adults, how you enter a door, how if you see a door closed, you would knock before you go in. And if you see adults speaking, how do you respond? So that was the extent that I knew. But coming to Canada in 1993, my first thought was once I get to Canada, I wanted to learn more in etiquette. I wanted to broaden my horizon. But as an immigrant, I knew it things didn't happen right away. I had to get my footing down. And if you know, for a lot of people, when you're new in a new country, it takes a while to get things done and to move yourself to be comfortable. Over the years, I've seen advertisements in the local paper on etiquette, but it wasn't the right time. It was winter. I didn't have a car, and there were so many barriers that didn't allow me to get to my training. I went to school and I did other studies, but later on, I think it was in 2000, 2000 and yeah, 2020, just before COVID, I was getting to bed one night and I heard in my ears, because even though I knew I wanted to do the etiquette, the time wasn't right. So it was in the back of my mind to get it done. I was getting to bed and I heard a voice say to me, go on Instagram. I had an Instagram account, but I didn't know much about Instagram. I was kind of new and kind of just twiddling myself around the app. So when I heard the voice, I thought, go on Instagram. Holy Spirit is sending me on Instagram. And I thought, Anyway, I was obedient. I went and I looked. There was nothing on my page because what is on my page is what I posted. I went on the home screen, and there, as I scrolled 2 times, there was a woman who was offering a class in adult dining room etiquette the following weekend. This time, the money was good, it was acceptable, I could afford it. It wasn't over my head because she had reduced it. And I jumped in right away. I sent her the e-transfer, I registered, and she sent me the dress code for the day. I was so elated because after waiting so many years for this, I finally get a window in. I did the workshop, and from that workshop, I decided I need more. You know, when you're hungry for something, I dived in right away. And throughout 2020, 2021, I was training. While I was training for the etiquette, there were lots of reference made to your image, how important your image is. And for me, I knew I wanted that long ago. So of course, I'm gonna seek the college I was working in, because it was COVID now, everything was online and it was so easy to gain access. So I was able to find this college online, and they were also offering the image consulting. So I signed up nonetheless, and here I am today. But so beneficial. It has opened doors for me. So I just wanted to give you a few tips, maybe about 4 tips on how we present ourselves. I'm just going to pull this up here. So, um, sorry, just one moment here. So it says how to make the great first impression. And the science of first impressions, I find the whole science of impressions is so fascinating, because when a person meets you for the first time, their brain makes several snap decisions. Remember, we talked about the camera making snap or quick pictures. That's how the mind works. It makes snap decisions about you in just 7 seconds. Actually, it takes only a tenth of a second to decide if a person is trustworthy, but as long as 30 seconds to make the judgments of the person's attractiveness and intelligence. your age, your status, your social class, your likability, competitiveness, education level, wealth, and health. Latest studies have also shown that we can work our way out of a bad first impression, but as it is with so many other things, it takes a lot more energy and time just to make the first right impression. So the first time, we got to work at it. We got to know how. This collection of tips will help you to make your personal brand on the next level, but exudes confidence and professionalism. How to improve your personal image on the spot is be nice, smile. People who smile appear more likable and trustworthy than their poker face or grumpy counterparts. Don't overdo it though. No grinning and no awkward or deranged smiles, please. But I remember there was a time I entered a room. I had gone to a breakfast meet, and I entered the room and I was smiling. And the gentleman came to me at the end of the event and he said, "You were the only one who entered the room smiling," and he so appreciated that. That was a great compliment. But even at that time, that was me. That was my personality to be smiling, because even though I was kind of awkward, I didn't let it deter me. I entered with a smile on my face. It does make a big difference and open doors for us. Then the next one is be professional. Be mindful about your body language. Keep good posture and resist the urge to cross your arms and your legs, because when you do crossing your arms and your legs, it's like you're closing yourself to others. So when you open your hands and your arms and you're looking people in the eyes and you're smiling, it makes them feel more welcome and acceptable. Keep a good posture and resist the, oh, I did say that again. Keep your hands visible unless you want people to think that you have something to hide. Offer a firm handshake. Make it at least 3 to 4 seconds, because you want to engage with people without appearing creepy. At this point, you have already made a first impression, and people have not even heard you speak as yet. Use clear and professional language online and in face-to-face situations. Stick to the point and respect the other person's time. Okay? So number 3, look the part. Dress for the part. People have expectations and your job is to deliver. Looking frumpy, dirty, or unkempt is rude and unprofessional. And this is where my image consultant comes in, because in the image consultancy, I do offer color consultations. So we're making people being aware that there are certain colors that make you look rich and elegant and give you that glow that nothing else can, because color is such a vibrant effect. It makes such a vibrant effect on us, and it changes the whole atmosphere. If you're feeling down and you wear something that is not fitting for you, it gives a different feel to you and your overall look. So when we do the color analysis, we use the 4 seasons of the year, and there are different palettes in each to test people using your hair, your eyes, and your skin tone to match what goes well with you. And we also do the body analysis to kind of measure you to see what your clothing should look like on you, instead of people just going to the store and buying what's on the rack. No, no, no. We do the body analysis because not all bodies are made the same. Not everything is for everybody, and this is why we do what we do as an image consultant. Image consultant to work one-on-one with our clients to make it the best of themselves. And then, so style doesn't come naturally to everyone, and it's perfectly fine. You don't be afraid to use your personal styling services to style. So that's where the image consultant comes in, to style you according to your lifestyle, not just the trends. Trends come and go, and trends is only very last a short season. But once you're wearing what is best for your lifestyle, the things that you are involved in, we work one-on-one with you to create that wardrobe for you. And number 4 is don't be creepy. Maintain normal eye contact throughout the conversation, but but under no circumstances to stare at people. Losing eye contact in mid conversation implies that the other person is making you bored or that you have something more important in mind. Avoid at all cost sizing up people from head to toe. We tend to do that so many times. So peeking at cleavages while letting your mind wander while looking at someone is creepy, rude, and condescending. Allow people to have their personal space. In general, people feel uncomfortable when someone is breathing down their neck or being too close. Be aware of the nervous statics such as drumming, scratching yourself, clicking your knuckles, playing with your hair, etc. They make you appear awkward and uncomfortable, which may make other people feel uncomfortable too. And five and last, don't be rude. Learn to control your facial expressions. Avoid squinting your eyes, winkling your nose, and keep your mouth closed when you are not talking. Use confident, friendly, and positive language. Don't put people on the spot or solve critic conflicts privately. Remain professional in difficult situations and treat everyone with the same respect you'd like yourself to be treated with. This applies in terms as receptionists, cleaners, delivery person. Everyone needs to be respected in their capacity. Hospitality staff and maintenance. Remember to say please and thank you. Genuine kindness is always in style. Have an upbeat attitude in general. Don't brag yourself or feel that you have to bother other people with your problems. Nobody's life is perfect, and you can never know what the other person is going through. So avoid coming across cold or harsh. The old saying goes as if you don't have anything good to say, then don't say it at all, and let your energy and your zest be the life contagious. So thank you so much for your time this morning. Just trying to get back to sorry.
Okay, yeah, thank you so much, Lorna. These are beautiful tips.
Thank you.
And I love just in the beginning of what you were saying of that, it was just a calling. Get on Instagram right now. You were decisive. You said, this is the route that I want to take. The
Yes.
voice came in and was like, get on Instagram right now.
Yes.
It's beautiful. And
Yes.
you took action. I love
Yes.
that. We were
Thank you.
talking a little bit before we hit record as well. And it was around judgments and things like that were coming up. You were receiving feedback by loved ones, by friends about your makeup, and
Yes.
you didn't take it personally. You didn't take it as a judgment.
No.
You took it as this is going to help me grow. This is
Yes.
feedback, even though it's not the nicest feedback. This is exactly the feedback that I need to be more successful in what I'm doing. And I
Yes.
wanted to share that with everyone too, is, ask your friends, ask your family. And,
Yes.
you always seek expert counsel. Lorna would be great with this. I personally love that you build out a wardrobe for a year, changing with the seasons. It's
Yes.
so important.
Yes.
It's important for business structure. It's important for look. It's important for food. Working with the seasons in general, it just helps you align better.
Yes.
And it helps you be more prepared.
Oh
The
yes.
seasons are all, we know when they're coming. So why not use that system that's already developed to help us be more successful, be more on time instead of,
Yes.
oh, it's changing, the weather's changing, now I have to go buy a new wardrobe. It's like, you can prepare ahead of time. And
Yes.
I really want to say thank you for being here. You've offered so much great stuff, Lorna.
Thank you.
I'm curious, do you see any trends? I know you said you stay away from the fads and you go for the personality type of the person.
Yes.
I assume that you also go by what their business ventures are and where they hang out
Exactly.
and stuff too.
Yes. That's a
Do you,
lifestyle.
yeah, do you see any changes, any fads or anything that's come since all the lockdowns are now being opened up?
Oh yes, because at home, so what changed how we were dressing because a lot of people were online. We were just in our PJs or sweatsuit. I talk to a lot of people these days and they say, all I have is sweatsuit. So now that we're getting out of the house, we're getting off Zoom and being in person, people are wanting a new wardrobe. People are wanting to know, what should I be wearing? And that's where the services of an image consultant comes in to guide you. What is your body shape? What is your the services or the business that you're in? What is it that you need to go out? Your shoes. We talk about your shoes, your makeup. When now that I'm into makeup, training to become a makeup artist, I realized that there are different makeup for different events. We did editorial on the weekend and wedding, and I'm thinking, what? I had no idea there is day and night. The photography, it is so different in how we apply our makeup. I used to use information from YouTube at one time. I can't go back to that anymore because now that I've been able to see what goes on, what the skill set is, what the tools are required, I can't go back to YouTube anymore because it is so different. Nobody on YouTube was giving these information, and it changes my whole outlook. And I'm so grateful. So grateful.
Thank you. And, I think a lot of us can relate to that, going to YouTube first. Even though I'm certified in nutrition and Reiki and so many other things now, I started just like you on YouTube, figuring out what is it that I'm like. I just go down these rabbit holes. Okay, I want to learn this. I want to learn this. I want to learn this. Once I knew that it was something that I wanted to keep up, YouTube just wasn't enough. So I go and I'd enroll in school. But in that, I got to be more decisive in what it is that I wanted. And I think in hearing your story, that's kind of what happened too. You were on YouTube, just looking up all these things, going down these rabbit holes, trying different things. And then finally, when you were decisive and you're like, oh, I want to learn etiquette, it's like, there was your answer. And
yes. After that, doors opened because I never knew that I would be where I am today. I thought I was just going to be doing etiquette, but then I'm training for etiquette to be polished, to be professional, because the etiquette takes on your social behavior, your business etiquette, your dining room etiquette, how you pass food, the conversations at the dining table, how we eat, how we sit, how we stand, how we walk, everything changes. And here I am just doing that. It allowed me to become an image consultant. Even though I needed some information that I wanted it for just me. But once I got into it, I said, I can't keep this to myself. I have to let others know. I gotta open the door for others. And because from where I am from, a lot of people can benefit. So now that we're able to travel again, I'm so grateful for that. I can go back home and educate young girls like myself, young 13-year-olds, because at the time when the door was open for me to etiquette, I was only 13 years old. I didn't know what my future was going to be. But in Jamaica at the time, I studied as a secretary. I worked as a professional secretary at the time. And I made very good money. I wasn't in need, but I wanted a better life for me and my children. And we came here. So when we came, I thought, okay, now I can get into etiquette and learn more about it. And here I am today doing etiquette, doing image, doing makeup. I think I'm going to do the skincare too.
Nice. Well, I'll hook you up with some herbology secrets when you get to that line.
Thank you.
I'm curious, is there anything else that you attribute to your success so far?
I think my faith in God. I'm a believer and I trust him, because that night when I was going to bed and I heard the voice that spoke to me, I thought, Holy Spirit is sending me on Instagram, but he knows what we need and he directs our paths. I could have said otherwise, no, I'm not going, and I could have missed it all along. I could have missed it. I would be fumbling through whatever I was doing and being frustrated. But because I took the time to listen and to act on what I was told to do, it made a world of a difference. I'm so happy today, honestly. So grateful because I can wear a piece of garment and I don't have to worry if I'm looking my best and if it suits my body type. I know the clothing that suits me. I know the colors that work well with me. And I can use that same tool to help others lift themselves up.
I love that. That is a beautiful spot to end, to lift each other up.
Yes.
Yeah, I love it. You shared so much wonderful insights here, some tips, some, yeah, yeah. I really want to say thank you. I know this
Thank
is
you.
going to help a lot of people who are, emerging on this path, who are getting back in a public eye instead of just behind a screen. So, this was perfect timing. I think divine timing.
It was. I think so too.
Uh, do you want to just let everyone know how it is that they can contact you?
Okay. I'm on Instagram as Lorna Inspires Image Etiquette because I do have two accounts. One, because I was doing catering, so you will see Lorna Inspires Caterer, but then there's Lorna Inspires Image Etiquette. You can also reach me at Lorna Inspires at gmail.com. I don't have the website up for the images yet. It's under construction, I can tell you, but it is coming. I'm also on Instagram on, LinkedIn under Lorna Murray. That's my last name. So there, and I'm also on Google. So if you look for image consultant, a lot of people in Durham region say that's how they found me through Google.
Nice. Yeah, that's wonderful. I'm not much for the Google services, but they come in handy for so
Yes,
many things.
yes,
Like a
yes,
part I always get indecisive in that it's like, do I use it? Yes, because it works and it's bringing people in. But at
yes,
the same time, it's like it's malware. So you got to really find the sweet spot to give the
yes,
information that's going to help you attract the right people, but also restrict some information that could maybe end up in the wrong hands at the wrong
that's
time.
true. That's
Yeah,
so true.
but it's great. I think it's worked really well for me in my business too, Google and Instagram. So
Yes, yes,
yeah,
wonderful.
yeah, and it's nice to hear you're on LinkedIn too. And I'm glad that you shared your catering company because that's how we met,
That's all
and
we
it
met.
goes actually hand in hand, right?
Yes.
In so many ways. So
Absolutely.
thank you so much, Lorna. We'll
Thank you,
talk
Nancy.
soon.
Yes, thank you. And have a great day.
You too. Bye, love.
Bye bye.